Good day and welcome to this evening's Evening Review. I'm Ashley Smith. I'm the news editor of Namibian Sun. And welcome back, viewers. After today's quite solid front page, where we honed in on the crisis in the Magistrates Court regarding forensic and other results that are outstanding in over 1,000 cases, we had a very fast news day today, and we would like to hone in on some of the stories that have caught our eye. Firstly, we want to turn our attention to an affirmative repositioning press conference today, where AR leader Job Amupanda highlighted the crisis that the youth is facing, including unemployment and a depressed economy. Jemima Bucas was there this morning, and she captured this footage.
Other places. In Namibia, where the youth are led by the ungifted amongst them, the gerontocracy remains in place, unbothered telling the hungry, angry and depressed youth, where were you when we were fighting the Boers? This greedy and corrupt leadership has since enlisted, and this is quite very serious observation that we make, that this greedy and corrupt leadership has since enlisted the services of uncouth army generals to kill and intimidate the youth to achieve political objectives. These generals stand ready to fulfill political instructions of intimidation and murder in exchange for filling vacancies in the top echelon of the NDF and in search of ministerial position in the soon-to-be unconstitutional cabinet. It is therefore no surprise that the Police Inspector General, in line with the position of the greedy leadership grew to power, recently declared radical youth as a threat. As radical youth, we plead guilty, Inspector General.
Yesterday also saw the resumption of Parliament, where Jemima Bucas spoke to Health Minister Kalumbi Shangula about the latest developments on the coronavirus in Namibia.
Virus is very important in our control measures. Therefore, we have discussed with the Namibia Institute of Pathology. The laboratory has got the platform, it has got the infrastructure to test. The only thing which was missing was the reagents. Now we have ordered the reagents, and the moment they are arriving in Namibia, we will be able to test locally and no longer send to South Africa. But we just wait for the day, which will be probably during the course of this week, for the reagents to arrive, and then we will be able to do the test locally.
And staying with the coronavirus, the UN's Dr. Charles Sagu Moses also gave the nation an update this morning about the virus and Namibia's plans to combat it.
It's not changing as you are aware, and I'm sure by the end of this meeting, even the number would have gone higher. However, Namibia has not reported a confirmed case as of now, and is considered one of the low-risk countries in Africa, judging from the travel or the volume of travel between this country and China compared to other African countries. This does not mean that the country is relaxing. The country, as we saw in the news a day or two ago, the country is preparing to respond. And hence the efforts of the G2 and partners to support the country to implement the international health regulations.
And in other news, the Finance Ministry gave Namibian Sun an update this morning about the Public Service Employees Medical Aid Scheme and the tender that is going to be released soon with regard to the administration of this medical aid.
Because the tender is above the threshold of the public entity, that is now the Ministry of Finance, the document was last year sent to the Central Procurement Board to take the process forward from advertising to awarding of the tender. So in a nutshell, everything was handed over to the Central Procurement Board, and it would be better if you can contact them to give you an update in terms of how far are they to finalize that project. What I can confirm to you now is that the current service provider's contract was extended to March 2020. That is now next month.
And don't forget to catch our hard-hitting story on the opening of the Legal here this morning by President Hage Geingob. It was a pleasure having all of you again for the evening review. I'm Ashley Smith, the news editor of Namibian Sun.